Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. My name is Alex. I'm outside Stamford Bridge with Fathur. We've just lost two. Why do I keep saying 2-1?
It's 1-0.
One.
It's like he needs to work on the scoring though. That's the second time he said a howler. But yeah,
No, do you know what it is? I don't.
keep remember the score. Remember the score.
Mate, do you know what? It gets frustrating after a while. What I found last season is when I kept coming to the games and we kept losing, it gets to the stage where you feel like you're on the ground and you're just being punched and pummeled. Because everyone's venting at me, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then my head just goes blank after a while because this is the last interview of the day, guys. But yeah, we lost.
Yeah, we lost.
1-0. Yeah, mate.
It's unpleasant. It's unpleasant. You know what I realised after the game as well, the full time and the reaction and the meltdown as well. And I've seen stuff already that Poch even came out at the press conference that I saw today. He said about the performance is not that bad. Well, excuse me, that performance was literally the worst one during the home games this season alone. And the fact that after the full time, all I can see was boos running around the stadium, and all I can see is it's just like last season all over again. Last 4 games we've had Liverpool, West Ham, Luton, Wimbledon. That's the papering over the cracks, all of 4 of them. Today we ran out of paper. We ran out of excuses. The rivals looking at us right now. What is you're excusing now? They're questioning us as a rival fan because we spent a lot of money. Even yesterday alone, there was a sports post from Sky Sports. We spent about £1 billion buying these 33 players during the top bully era, and we couldn't find even a score against this Nottingham Forest side, who's had a 1 win away from home last season. And the fact that Nottingham Forest squad cost less than us, about 1/5. Make it make sense.
I mean, if I am going to give Forest credit, they definitely improved from last year.
Absolutely.
I think they've got a lot of threats. Of their striker, he scored 9 goals out of 9 before today. Gibbs White, a massive player for them as well. But they did lose Johnson to Tottenham. So, I mean, whatever I say, however I try and praise Forest, because they do deserve the points. They were better than us.
Absolutely.
We've got to do so much better, and we need to build confidence. How are you going to get any confidence with a result like that?
Bear in mind, this is one of 14 sides, if I'm not mistaken, that love to play a low block against us, which is our weakness from last season. We haven't learned our lesson from last season. Where's our creativity now? You said, yes, even yesterday, I've had numerous debates with everyone about Cole Palmer. What is Cole Palmer's attribute? Is he a number 10? Is he an attacking midfielder? Is he on the right wing? I'm not too sure because when he came out as a substitute, he doesn't look too bad. But at the same time, you've got to look the bigger problem. We struggle a lot for that number 10 role in the market for a while now. We've had 3 months to sort this out. We loaned out Felix back to Atletico. Apparently yesterday came out he went to Barcelona. Apparently the real reason why Poch don't want to keep Felix. Apparently, Lampard sending the documents up to Poch about this Felix player, what his attributes look like, and that's why I feel like it's a massive blow for us. But at the end of the day, we're gonna have to suffer for it for the next couple of months without no creative number 10.
But no, I mean, Cole Palmer is a creative player, and he can play as a number 10. I mean, maybe he hasn't proved that in a Chelsea shirt, but
it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take time, absolutely. But again, this is why I'm questioning a lot of fan base at times, because some of them are bipolar. I've seen Poch out already. I've seen that the Twitter tacticals come out. Oh, we need that creative number 10. We need to play a forward at the back. Well, I'm sorry. Who's decided to play back 3? And it was Poch's fault, wasn't it? Like, if you're gonna ask, question the manager then. Don't be a hypocrite and then call out any player on the team. Yes, the performance was bad, but at the same time, it was everyone's accountability. Porsche has to take the blame for this because, again, back 3 against a low block team does not work. We've seen that multiple times last season. We've been suffering this after the full-time game. Keep talking about us playing a back 3. We want to play a back 4. Why don't we play back 4 from when we had the time during that pre-season limit? I understand that we missed some players, but you've got to take this advantage that we have at the moment because it's gonna lower the confidence of the team itself, and the fact that this is the run of games, if I'm not mistaken, before we bump into the European competition teams like Aston Villa, Arsenal, it's not gonna be easy, Alex. And we're gonna have to suffer this pill for quite a bit, and it's just like I'm not sure where we go from here. Like, we're gonna have to change at least something, Alex. But I don't know what if you're in Poch's position, what would you do after the international break?
I mean, if I'm Pochettino, this is where I am more patient than I think most fans, and I was more patient with Potter than most fans, but obviously I ended up being wrong. But what we can back with Pochettino is he is a proven manager at a high level. Yeah. I mean, he did a great job at Tottenham, and whatever people say about him, I mean, it's not an easy job at PSG either. So just the fact that you were able to get that job, it shows something. But for me, he can't tweak too much, but he does need to tweak something. I completely agree with people saying that Levy Colwell should not be a left back. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
He's not that. He's not a left back. We need to stop acting that he's a left back. No, he's not a left back. He's a left centre back. Ben Chilwell is not a left winger. Stop putting Ben Chilwell in that position, because if you're putting him in that position, every time he had a bad performance, the fan base, even the Twitter fan base, can scapegoat on him, bruv. You know what the most jarring thing is? Even the stadium itself, some people will still back Chilwell over the foreign players. This is why our fan base cannot be united, because there's a bit of bias towards the English players. This is why as a fan base, we're never gonna learn unless we realise that Poch's gonna have to win our fan base hearts, because at the moment I've seen Poch out. I've seen Poch not good enough on social media. I've seen get rid of Poch right now. I've seen a lot of stuff about Poch, but at the end of the day, these are the same fan base that are gonna hype up Poch when we beat Bournemouth. There's no consistency in our fan base, Alex, and that's why when we are kind of bipolar in some sense.
Well, I don't know about hyping Poch up or any of that stuff. I'll be honest, I don't really look at it. But what I can say is, if we see a good performance, we'll say it's good, and if we don't, then obviously we're going to be critical.
Up, down. But at the end of the day, our fan base is again, they think that they know something on the pitch. Why don't you lot come here, just watch a single game of your life before you start chatting shit? All I've seen from you lot, consistently week in, week out, Poch this, Poch that, Poch this, Poch that. Why don't you go for at least, I'll give you a ticket for once, I'll give you a ticket, my own ticket, for that game. Just watch a game at least. Try and see what you see, and then you can have opinion with me outside at Stamford Bridge, and tell me what you see, and then, that's it, man. It's just like, our fan base needs to be smarter sometimes. We act like a dumbass like most of the times, and this is why this defeat sends us to meltdown. If we lose to Bournemouth in the next 2 weeks' time, boy, what's going to happen then? It's going to get toxic, isn't it? But I just hope we just need some improvement. Plus, we got Lavia coming back this soon as well. I would like to see him Lavia though, because I think that midfield were very badly exposed. Caicedo today, again, I don't know about you, but I think he's still look rusty. And this is why I feel like the timing of it was a bit late. We can hype all the signing that we want, but again, the timing, we need to get these players in before the season starts. And this is why I feel like this, like you said, Alex, this process is going to take a long time to get that to the top, man. But let's just go for a Bournemouth win, and you know what, the next 2 weeks, we'll see some of the Legends game. I'm looking forward to it, because this is one of the situations that one of the games that I'm looking forward to most. Legends game, you get to see the childhood likes of Cudicini, likes of who's playing next week again?
Not Vialli, unfortunately. Yeah. I think the game is for Vialli, isn't it?
Yeah, the game for Vialli as well. William Gallas is there. Ramirez going to be there. Mostly the Champions League, the 2012 reunion players. So yeah, man, looking forward to that, and have a good time for next week.
Thank you very much, mate. Pleasure.